In this video, I will show you best 10 overhead video making tips that will improve your video distribution skills. The use of top-down shots is endless, from cooking channels to gear reviews. This episode follows my first unboxing / review of the RGB light where I was using overhead shots. Link in the description and the video card can be seen on the screen right now. Let's roll the intro. Welcome everyone, my name is Peter Kulik and I'm here with Hustle Videos, where we discuss video producing content and ways to appear on YouTube. I'm here with a new video every Tuesday, so please consider to subscribe. And obviously pay for this episode by clicking the like button. My first tip is to have something steady. Not a rocket science, as you should avoid in any case wobbly footage. Many people use C-stands, as for instance this one which I was using in my previous video, which is definitely a solid option, especially when you have a DSLR camera attached for your commercial shots. But I'm here to save you money, and although C-stand is worth any consideration, you should also consider your mobile phone, which is equipped with a 4K camera anyway. Simply attach it to your spare tripod, stand, lamp, whatever, and you are good to go. Number 2, if you are on tight budget and seek for interesting budget option for your overhead shots, then use a tripod. It is well possible that you actually have one, especially when you are watching content like this one. What you have to do is to place your tripod on a steady surface and tilt down your camera. The downside of such solution is quite often the camera will likely pick up the tripod legs, so your room for recording will be limited. But hey, at least you can start somewhere. Obviously make sure you have some good lighting, and this will take us to another tip: lighting, or light up. Sit next to lights. As with any video, good light source is the king. First, make sure you have some light source shooting below the camera. LED panel or a softbox will be ideal, especially like this one going through a diffuser to soften your light. Then use a secondary light to fill up shadows. With only 2 light sources, you usually find the shot too blunt. Hence, I tend to add a little LED to the other side, ideally at a different color temperature for your contrast. Of course, if you want to go really funky, highlight your brand, you can use RGB lights. In my view, the ideal option is obviously the Falcon F7, which I reviewed in my previous video on this channel. So what the next tip? Adjust the shot. Align your camera, and the best way to do that is to have the product or subject in the center of the camera picture grid. This will allow you to have the right angle of your shot and you won't disturb the viewer. Moving next is to monitor your footage. Also, it is so crucial to see what you are actually recording. You can obviously use your external monitor, but we discussed some budget options here. My suggestion is to use your smartphone's front screen, especially when you got your phone on a tripod, or screen your mobile picture to your monitor or TV, but also you can use a mobile app when using your DSLR camera. Most cameras has those dedicated apps that work great with your phone, so you can use basically your mobile as an external monitor. Alternatively, you can use a mobile remote monitor, as for instance Filmmaking Pro, to monitor camera view on another device, either your iPhone or iPad. My next tip is to take care of your frame. It's really basic tip, but obviously you need to remember that your shot need to be in a nice and clean frame. Use backdrops, or simply think at least in more than 10 seconds about what mood you want to introduce to your shot. Placing topic related items is a smart move, so let's say you have a camera, so just add filters and other accessories and that's spot on. Another hack is to shoot with a lot of contrast. This tip follows in fact and relates to a previous one. Make sure your shot is with plenty of contrast. Your product shouldn't blend in into your background, so make sure it pops up. It might sound like a cliche, but apart from the right color choice, make sure you have an interesting backdrop. This takes us to another tip, which is picture first. With top-down shots, you want to show something as detailed as possible. The audience must see what you are all about, and definitely you don't want to shoot in 720p or even in full HD, at least 4K, 6K, 10K, maybe we're not talking about running. What I'm trying to say, high resolution should be your priority. This will also help you when you are editing and you can crop the picture and show different perspective. Effectively, more engaging content. Next, add some graphics to your video to create further engaging content. Your audience will be more hooked up and you can show more interesting and detailed bits. Do some graphics. And my last and final tip is to remember that whatever you do, please do not touch your record button on a camera. Let me explain that in more detail, as it might sound really weird, like not touching the camera. You actually need to record a video, but unless you have a super duper solution, it is more than likely that any move on your camera body will affect your final footage. Your picture has to be as solid as possible. Therefore, use a remote control of your camera. This could be simply a dedicated app, as I was discussing before, or in my case, recording via recorder or recording monitor. Ninja. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, at least found it entertaining. If you haven't done it so far, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, just stay on this channel, and obviously eat hustle videos repeat.